You've done everything right. You picked a popular niche, you used the best AI tools, you scripted, you edited, you poured hours into your new Faceless channel, only to be met with the soul-crushing silence of 0 views. The frustration is real. You see other channels blowing up with what looks like the exact same content and you're on the verge of quitting, convinced the YouTube algorithm just has it out for you. If that sounds familiar, I want you to take a deep breath. You're not just unlucky, and you're definitely not alone. The rules for what works on YouTube have been changing, especially with the platform's ongoing crackdown on what it sees as low-effort, repetitive content. This is why so many new Faceless channels are failing. They're following an old playbook for a game that no longer exists, and they're being treated like spam by the system without even knowing why. But this isn't a death sentence for your channel, it's a filter, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a simple 3-step plan to fix the real problem. I'll show you how to make the human-centric changes that the YouTube algorithm is desperately looking for. This isn't about some magic keyword or a viral topic. This is about rethinking your channel from the ground up to build a real profitable brand that the algorithm can't ignore. Let's get into it. The first step isn't to obsess over your analytics, your thumbnails, or your keywords. The first and most critical step is to do what I call a human-centric content audit. The biggest reason Faceless channels get stuck at 0 views is because they lack a soul. They feel like they were assembled, not created. This has become so important as YouTube continues to penalize channels that don't add any real human value. They aren't banning AI, but they are prioritizing content that feels authentic. So you need to look at your own videos and be brutally honest with yourself. First, let's talk about your voiceover. Are you using a generic, monotone, robotic text-to-speech voice right out of the box? That is a massive red flag for any potential viewer. It just screams low effort. The solution isn't that you have to use your own voice, but you must either upgrade to a high-quality AI voice that has natural inflection and emotion, or hire a voice actor. The goal is for the viewer to completely forget they're listening to an AI. Second, your visuals. Are your videos just a random loop of stock clips you got from free websites? That isn't enough anymore. People don't want to watch a glorified slideshow. This is what YouTube means when it talks about content that isn't meaningfully transformative. You're just repackaging old stuff. To fix this, you have to add your own unique identity. This could be a distinct editing style, custom animated graphics that explain things, or on-screen text that adds your own commentary. Your format has to become your face. Without it, you're just another clone. Finally, and this is the big one, is your value. Are you just finding a blog post and rewriting it? That's not real value. Transformative content takes information and adds a new layer of insight, a unique perspective, or a compelling story. Ask yourself, what unique contribution am I making here? Are you connecting ideas in a new way? Are you sharing a case study, even if you're anonymous? Are you making a complex topic simple and clear? If you can't answer that question, the algorithm doesn't know who to show your videos to. Your content needs a human angle that only you can provide. Once you've made sure your content actually has a soul, we can move to step 2, aligning with how the algorithm thinks today. So many struggling creators are still obsessed with old metrics like click-through rate and watch time. They think, if I just make a great title and a long video, I'll win. That's not the full picture anymore. The algorithm today is focused on individual viewer satisfaction. The main question it's trying to answer isn't, is this a good video? But, is this the perfect video for this specific person right now? It's all about personalization, which is why generic content is dying. If your channel is in a super saturated niche like motivational quotes or history facts, you're competing against thousands of nearly identical videos. The algorithm has no reason to pick yours. The fix is to stop being a generalist and become a specialist. Niche down. Don't start a finance channel. Start a channel about creative side hustles for college students. Don't just do gaming. Focus on story-driven indie games under $20. The more specific you are, the easier it is for YouTube to find your perfect audience, the people who will come back for more. This goes for your titles and thumbnails too. They shouldn't be generic clickbait. They should speak directly to a specific person's problem. Instead of how to be more productive, a much better title is The Procrastination Fix for Creatives Who Hate Schedules. One is for everyone, which means it's for no one. The other speaks to an identity and a problem. And finally, you have to build a real community. The algorithm sees real engagement as a huge sign of viewer satisfaction. Don't just end your videos with a limp like and subscribe. Ask a specific, thought-provoking question about the video. And when people comment, don't just heart it, write a meaningful reply. Start a conversation. This proves to YouTube that actual humans are connecting with your content. making it much more likely to get recommended to other people just like them. So, with that being said, make a note of a specific question you may have, and after the video, leave that question in the comments, and I guarantee I'll give you some feedback. All right? You've humanized your content, and you're targeting a specific audience. The final step is to execute a strategic content refresh to build real momentum. Right now, your channel is probably a random mix of videos you threw at the wall. That inconsistency is confusing the algorithm. First, you need to clean house, go through your old videos. Anything that fails the human-centric audit from step one, the ones with the robotic voice, generic stock footage, and no real perspective, you need to set to unlisted. Think of it like cleaning your house before guests arrive. You're telling YouTube and new viewers to judge your channel based on your new, high-value content, not your past mistakes. This helps clarify what your channel is truly about. Next, get smart about your experiments. This doesn't mean randomly jumping between niches. It means that within your specialty, you should try different formats. Maybe a deep dive documentary style, or a fast-paced animated explainer, or a storytelling format. Check your analytics, but look deeper than just views. Which format gets the most comments? Which one keeps people watching the longest? When you find a format that clicks with your audience, that's your formula. Double down on it. Finally, you have to be consistent. The algorithm trusts channels that post on a predictable schedule. Whether it's once a week or twice a month, pick a schedule you can actually stick to. Consistency builds trust with your audience and with the algorithm. It shows you're a serious creator who's in it for the long haul. This isn't about chasing a viral hit. It's about laying one brick at a time until you've built something that can't be knocked down. Now that you have the 3-step plan to revive your channel, the next piece of the puzzle is mastering the art of the story. Because facts inform, but stories are what truly connect with people. Human-centric content is built on storytelling, and it's the most powerful tool you have as a faceless creator. You see, that's why I built this channel. I've posted 3 videos so far on AI Cowboy, and they are all exactly what I just told you not to do. I'm on a mission to prove that I know what I'm talking about, and I'm using this channel to do it. So, if you're down for the ride, subscribe to the channel, and let's see if I can turn around a tanking Faceless YouTube channel and listen. Go ahead and leave a comment. I truly want to hear your feedback and know who's with me on this journey. So let's quickly recap the 3-step fix. First, do a human-centric audit to give your content a soul by upgrading your voice, visuals, and, most importantly, your unique value. Second, align with the modern algorithm by niching down to a specific audience and building a real community. And third, execute a strategic content refresh by unlisting your old weak content and consistently delivering in a format that you know works. The zero view curse isn't permanent. It's a symptom of a problem that is 100% fixable. The era of lazy, mass-produced, faceless content is over. YouTube is rewarding creators who bring originality, value, and a human touch, even without showing their face. This isn't a threat. It's the biggest opportunity you've had, while everyone else is quitting. You now have the blueprint to build a channel that doesn't just get views, but builds a loyal audience and a real brand. Now go get to work.